to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
It's really hard, Kate, to get 100-yard games, right? Defenses in this league pride themselves on keeping rushers short of 100. But if you're going to hit that century mark, it's going to take runs just like that one.
Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now run here with Blake Corum. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the...
Touchdown, Cleveland! Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Levis going to throw on the first play. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Levis now off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 22 Rita.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Like 24.
Shotgun now for Levis. Boyd hauls it in. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the draw, the give to Pollard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Like 49.
That pass complete to Boyd. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Give to Evans from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll give to Corum on the option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Like 46! Like 46!
That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Levis. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Eddie Jackson. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Like 54.
After that pick, here's Levis. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Levis. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Diamond.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Like zero.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch made here at the 30. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Browns will go on offense. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Like 13.
From the 46. That finds Burks, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hold on, like 90.
Levis now on first down. Completed to his running back. This is ahead for about 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Like 54. What?
From the 34. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Like 54.
Levis now against the blitz. Cut out left. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Like zero. Like zero.
Going power with the big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes?
Yep.
No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Gay with the point after. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go now.
They send a man in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Second and 10 now. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing it again here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Take go.
Throwing from the gun here. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Well, I think we can all agree, partner, that call came at the perfect time to fool him. Or in this case, catch him totally off guard and take it in for a touchdown.
And that really is saying something, because you know that sidelines is screaming, watch your fake, got to be ready for it, no matter what the situation is. So to beat him for 6 on a fake, it shows 2 things: how well it was disguised, and more importantly, how well it was executed.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. On the play fake, it's Levis. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He'll throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
49, Mike 49.
Back to throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Titans 14.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off 4th round.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right 49.
Here's Levis. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's 2nd and 5. Boyd hauls it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 41. Running right, here's Pollard. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47, Johnston brings it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Levis now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he goes on the bootleg. This one finds Boyd. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on. 22 window, 22 window.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
24. Short.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
49.
Levis from the shotgun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
after the incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and goal.
Like 49.
Levis throwing again. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans tie this game at 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Like 46.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Levis back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Like 54, like 54.
From the gun, Levis. Caught by Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Like 24, Linda. Like 18, Green. Like 13, like 13.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
here, 2nd and 9. Now Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Mike zero, Mike zero.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Burks coming in motion right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that.
Touchdown, Cleveland! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54.
They've got a man in motion. Levis now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Mike 54.
From the 34. That pass complete to Boyd. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Like this before, like
Looking to throw Levis. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got it over the middle. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Linda.
From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans now trailed by just a point in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He's back to throw. Got him in. It's Njoku. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Give to Corum from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Check out.
Throwing off the play fake here. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns pushing to get within range for a game winner. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw now. Hauled in left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, set now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Corum. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Evans straight ahead. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Set it.
Here's another carry for Evans. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. From 37 yards in the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49. Hand up.
to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Browns make the play that should win them this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And they got the field goal when it mattered most, and that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
You